In just 8 weeks, Canadian athletes are scheduled to go to Beijing for the Chinese Winter Olympics. Other countries are talking about whether in fact to go or whether they just send athletes and have a diplomatic pass on it. Canada confronted this quite some time ago and said, we aren't going to make a decision. We're going to let the athletes decide. So we have some athletes, unelected, uneducated on this aspect, saying, here is Canadian foreign policy. It's totally wrong. Why it's wrong is that to have a full-fledged Olympics is going to give so much credibility to the dictators who run China. They're going to say to their subjects that, see, the rest of the world approves of us. It gives an endorsement to those people who are committing genocide in the hundreds of thousands of people who are being killed. It gives endorsement to that government who is trying to entrap Taiwan and get into its sphere of influence. It gives endorsement to that government which is arming up like crazy. Supersonic missiles that can skip out into outer space down on Washington in a flash. All the countries in that area, Korea, Singapore, even as far as Australia, are threatened by China. And China is belligerent. It told Vancouver the other day, one of Canada's cities, don't get involved with Taiwan. It's an extraordinary, the Chinese government is extraordinarily arrogant and belligerent. And to send athletes to the games only helps them out in their cause of trying to be endorsed by the world. Some people will say, well, athletes, they go and there's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with politics. Yes, that's true. But athletes don't want to be played as dupes by the very, very clever Chinese government so it can endorse itself. And so it can say to its people, see, nothing's going wrong. The world came for the Olympics. Everything we're doing is fine. Let's continue on our murderous, arrogant ways. That's 3 minutes. We should be paying attention to it and putting pressure on our leaders to do the right thing in the Olympics. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for subscribing. Independent thought, that's what we need. So, some people say, though, 3 minutes is just perfect. I can sit on the toilet in the morning. I like it. However, others say, I'm busy to sit and watch. For that, we now have the podcast. So wherever you subscribe to podcasts, you can go through and just go to a podcast, Canadian Politics. There it is, the LeDrew, 3 minutes. You don't have to watch me. You can just hear me and hear the guests.